I've casually mentioned this in my videos as well as on Facebook posts, but I haven't really addressed it fully. So I'm going to leave the U.S. I'm going to move to Greece in January. So many of you know that I went to Europe. I went to Europe for a couple of months, and I just decided while I was in Greece, I was there for an entire month, and I can honestly say that there's just so much about Greece specifically that every single day, I felt more and more at home there. And I've just decided that I'm going to move there in January. So I'm excited for that. I have been living now, many of you hardcore followers, you guys know that I've been living in Ohio for most of my life. I've been in Austin for the last couple of years. I love Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio is sick. Austin is also sick. It's a great city for game. If you want a city that's really good for meeting women, then Austin is definitely near the top of that list in the U.S. There's absolutely no doubt. But there's a lot that I don't like about Austin. And, I think for me, I mean, there's a lot of places where it's good to meet women, right? There's a lot of places. And so, to me, I need to like a lot of other things about the city. And that's just not how I feel about here. So I'm going to be leaving here either middle of October or November, and I'll be spending some time back in Ohio for a little bit, and then I'm going to be getting my ticket to move to Greece. Once I'm over there, I'll hop around a little bit. I'll probably end up in Warsaw or whatever. But if you live in the U.S., I am not going to be back for years. So look, if you're one of these guys, I'll get guys that sign up for my boot camp and they go like, dude, I've been wanting to do this for 6 years now. And I just finally pulled the trigger on it. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. So if you are somebody who has been wanting to do a live in-person program with me, then the next 3 boot camps that I'm hosting are your absolute last chance. And I mean like 100%. I do really well off of just my mentorship program that I do. I don't need to do the boot camps, especially living in a place like Greece where everything is so cheap, actually. I currently pay like pretty close to $2,000 for my rent. And, my rent over there is going to be like $900. And that's if I want to live really well. I could I could live like for $500 a month or something for rent anyways. And then food and everything's like so cheap. So, the point is, of course I've got, reserves. The point is I'm not coming back for many years, and I'm not going to be doing in-person coaching anymore. And so if you're somebody who you've been following me for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and like you still just straight up are like not getting women, then I am telling you right now that is not a real person. I'm telling you right now that you're not going to do it without me. You're just not. Let's be real. If it's been years now and you've known about game, you've known about content, whatever, and you haven't had any improvements, do you think that, as you age, you're going to get more motivated or something? Like, do you think, maybe when I'm older, and so therefore my body's decayed a little bit more, and my brain's decayed a little bit more, and more time has passed me by, like, is that when you think you're going to just, like, get it together on your own? It's insane. So sign up for one of these boot camps. What you guys can do is you can, I just fired my personal assistant. So you guys can I'm going to put the link down below where you can apply, and I'm actually going to reach out to you. And we're going to hop on this call, and we're going to talk about the boot camp. And people say to me sometimes, they want to email me, they just go, hey, how much is the boot camp? I don't even want to get on the phone if I don't know how much the boot camp is. here's the deal. The reason why I don't post how much the boot camp is because if I post, let's just say it's not anywhere near this, but let's just say the boot camp was $5,000 and I post that and you immediately are like, oh, well, I know for a fact I can't afford that, which again, it is nowhere near $5,000. Well, then I don't have you there on the phone to give you all of the other options. The option of joining, say, my group mastermind program, which is way cheaper than the boot camp. The option of, oh, it turns out I'm coming to your city, but you can't afford the whole thing. Well, maybe you would just be interested in doing 2 day game sessions instead of the whole boot camp. So there's options. It's like I can't just give you a number because there's so many different things that I can do, so many offers I have in ways that I can help you. And sometimes there's guys straight up where I'm like, I get on the phone, they want the boot camp, and I go, listen, man, you're telling me right now you can basically only afford either the mentorship or the boot camp. I say do the mentorship. And that's the most, I've done that with guys, and that's the most unselfish thing I can do, because at the end of the day, if I have 4 guys or 7 guys on a boot camp, it's not really more work for me. I mean, just the time is just spread out a little bit more, but it's the same exact amount of work if I have 4 guys versus 7. So even me being honest with guys sometimes and being like, bro, I feel like you need longer term coaching right now. It's a very unselfish move because that does now take up my one-on-one direct time. But I'm passionate about helping people, bro. Like, I love, because also I get recommendations. I'll get a guy who he's like, yeah, I watched like one of your videos, but you know, my buddy took your boot camp, and so that's why I'm signing up. And I'm like, oh, sick. Like a lot of, you know, what I live off of is referrals from guys who I've helped. So yes, there's a selfish component to it, but also like, bro, when a guy is texting me pictures of him with this chick and he's just like, dude, thank you so much. Like, bro, I hooked up with this girl. Bro, look at this girl I'm dating now. I had a mentorship student from a few years ago who is now currently, and I've said this multiple times because it happens more and more now as time goes on. He's now currently married to a woman who he met on my mentorship. It's insane. So, last chance to do coaching with me. I am leaving the U.S. permanently. Even if I were to head back this way, I would go to like Argentina or something. And the reason why I'm doing this, I love the U.S. I'm not really one of these guys who, you know, it's like very popular, like shit all over the U.S. or whatever. I want to probably eventually settle down in L.A. L.A. is kind of the best part of the country. There's kind of a reason why, you know, they're called the coastal elites. Like, they kind of are. It's like, dude, if you're doing well for yourself in this life, then Los Angeles, I mean, there's really no better place to be. Truly, truly. So I eventually want to end up in the U.S., but the thing is I know that I eventually also want to have children. And right now, I'm 34. And so I'll probably have those kids when I'm around 40 to 45, and I won't be able to just pop over to Warsaw from Greece and then go down to the fucking pyramids of Giza alone on a hang glider or some shit. So I'm going to go do crazy shit for the next, 4 to 6 years or something, set up my home base in LA, meet my, I'll be 40, so then I'll meet my 22-year-old queen at that time, and I'll, have babies and shit. I'll have, 2 sons, 2 daughters, and, maybe like a, I don't know. I was gonna say like a down, maybe like a fifth, like a Down syndrome, like, no, I'm playing. But that's not even good to put in the universe. But that's all, guys. Sign up for the boot camp. And I mean, dude, like, it's just so beneficial. I actually have like a ton of testimonials I need to add to the page. So maybe by the time this goes up, I'll have added a bunch of testimonials. I'm really an unorganized guy. But, all right. But I'm not unorganized with my coaching. That's where I find my organization, is when people are depending on me. So, all right. I look forward to seeing you guys. We're doing Austin, New York, and Miami. Click the link below. Talk to you guys soon.